Right. So revision law, the other days we were busy due to some other auditing was going on in the college. So due to that we couldn't come in contact. So let us continue this one. So today we will see in the revision process as I grew older. Okay, just we will recap and then we will go to other thing also. Right. So what is there in this poem? As I grew older by Langston Hughes. So what he speaks in this poem, this is unit 1 for 4th semester. Just we are revising it. Okay, for 4th semester, just we are revising it. Okay. So this was the man who died due to color discrimination or apartheid, or what you call, there was a fight between, there is a fight between white and black people. That is why this man recently was killed by the white American people. He was black, George Floyd. Okay, we have seen those things in the what you call newspapers, right? So now these are the questions for which As I Grew Older by Langston Hughes poem, beautiful poem, which is very deep, sense-giving poem for human beings. So after all, we are human beings, we are supposed to be very, very appropriate in our activities. Otherwise, there is no difference between animals and human beings at all. If we are human beings, we are supposed to show humanity when it is in demand or when it is needed. Okay, so do you know what the word discrimination means? He is asking you to pause and ponder. He is asking you to rethink about these things. If you know what is the meaning of the word discrimination means. Discrimination is varna vivaksha or ranguto teda, white and black, red people, black people, brown people. There are words, there are ideas with regarding behind those colors. So people use this. So color discrimination, varna vivaksha, what we call. So with regarding this, he has written the poem by name As I Grew Older by Langston Hughes. So have you ever felt discriminated against? If yes, what was the reason for it? If not, have you witnessed any instance of discrimination? You yourself, ఎప్పుడైనా మీకు ఇలాంటి discriminated, మీకు వ్యతిరేకంగా discriminations have you come across? మీకేమైనా జరిగాయా? Or else, కనీసం మీరు from outside have you seen if anybody is being discriminated కలర్ వర్ణ వివక్షతతోటి ఎక్కడైనా చూసారా అని? దిస్ ఈస్ ది క్వశ్చన్. Actually, when it comes to Western and Indian cultures, in Western culture, people have biases or discriminations based on their color, black and white. Whereas in the case of Indians, when we come to India and in this subcontinent, we see that there is discrimination based on the caste system. In India, people suffer from caste system, lower caste, upper caste, middle lower class, middle upper class, or upper class. So this is upper caste, lower class differences are there in India. Whereas in the Western culture, those things you don't see. There you see color discrimination, and the poet belongs to Afro-American area. So he responded on that topic, particularly color discrimination. So he wrote. That is why he is asking, If in your lifetime, as you are the graduation undergraduation student, you might have studied. They think మీరు బాగా చదివి ఉన్నారు. You know who is a poet, who is a common man, who is an ordinary man, who is a layman, who is an illiterate అనేది, who is literate, who is educated, who is well educated. ఇలాంటి అన్ని మీకు బాగా తెలుసున్నాయి. మీరు కూడా you are also doing lot of reading. These things are expected from the writers or from the course designers or from the teachers who teach you. వీళ్ళు మిమ్మల్ని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తారు. We expect good things from you people. బాగా చదవాలి. కలర్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్, వర్ణ వివక్ష. వర్ణ వివక్షత where it started in the beginning. South Africa. What is the name in the South African language? South African language to color discrimination. They call it apartheid. APARTHEID. Apartheid means in English color discrimination. Color discrimination in our local language is Varna Vivaksha. So Varna Vivakshata మీద who responded, who wrote, and why that has come into existence. What after all made it to come into existence? Why should people, contradict, or why should people fight for color discrimination? It's been bestowed upon us by God. Color, we don't want to create our own colors. We cannot. We are not in that position. It's been given to us by the Almighty or energy or God, whatever you call. So it is not in our hands. The thing which is not in our hands is being asked to do. That is why we people are suffering against color discrimination. In the world, there are two great parts. One is Western area, the other one is Eastern area. Eastern philosophy and Western philosophy. ఈ రకంగా రెండు ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఆలోచనలు. Complete, some countries put together become Eastern area, some countries put together become the Western area. So ఇక్కడ discriminations వాళ్ళ వేరు, వాళ్ళ సెటప్, వాళ్ళ సిస్టమ్, వాళ్ళ ఫాలోయింగ్ వేరుంది. అండ్ అవర్ సిస్టమ్, అవర్ ఫాలోయింగ్, అవర్ రూల్స్, అవర్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, they think of Lord Jesus Christ. But whereas in our country, in our system, in our culture, we do have many gods, not one, two. So many gods are there in our culture. So these color discrimination controversy is there in the Western culture, whereas in the Eastern culture, this is not there. But Ambedkar, the great personality whom we are going to discuss in the next lesson, is fought against the caste system. Caste system is there in India. So caste and color almost similar, but places are different. They are fighting for color discrimination. Here we are doing the fighting for the caste system, right? But anyhow, it is a discrimination. So totally, what is this is a sort of discrimination. Idi matram vivakshe. Vivaksha means నువ్వు ఎందుకు అలా ఉన్నావు, we are superior, we are great, we are been designed by God, God supported us. ఈ రకంగా వివక్షలు there are many. So what this writer actually wants to talk in this lesson, let us see what could be the various grounds for discrimination. Discriminations కి ఇప్పుడు మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నట్టుగా a culture, the way you lead your life from your childhood onwards. Do you know what racism is? Racism అంటే కూడా అదే, నలుపు, తెలుపు, brown, these things will give you racism. In which country or countries do you think racial discrimination existed or exist? This is what I have talked up to now, is South Africa. South Africa lo racism గురించి, apartheid, color discrimination గురించి they spoke a lot. Okay, then Jazz and Harlem Renaissance. E words related to this particular poem. As I grew older is very much related to this jazz music. Jazz again, malli cultural difference, Western and Eastern philosophy. We do not know jazz. Actually, if you have interest in music, and musical instruments, and the tuning, the harmony, or the sweetness of the language, the singing habit, all these if you have in your mind, jazz music we can understand. Jazz music is a kind of music which is favored by the people of Western countries for some part of time. So in 1925 area, there was lot of crazy for this jazz music. Okay, so this is very typical thing which is related to Western people. And in turn, what is the relation to our topic? Our topic is written by Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes also has some relation with the jazz music. He was also born in that decade, or in and around that decade. That's why he has some relationship. He was a poet. So poets, writers, they have great knowledge about things. They know music, they know rhythm, they have sound knowledge of their subjects. They are very much deep in literature. So Harlem Renaissance. What is this Renaissance? Renaissance. Renaissance we say, or Renaissance. Renaissance. Renaissance is Sanskritika Punarjeevanam. Sanskritika Punarjeevanam. Harlem Renaissance. Okay. Harlem is a place where this Renaissance has taken place. These two terms, Harlem Renaissance and jazz music, are related to our writer Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was Afro-American writer. Jazz music subject, దీనికి సంబంధించి syncopated rhythm and repetitive phrases of blues and jazz music into their writings. Blues is also one of the famous kind of music at that time. So they are talking about this one. మనకి చాలా భిన్నంగా డిఫరెంట్గా ఈ vocabulary words కనపడుతుంటాయి. But we are studying, we are not reading, we are studying the poet Langston Hughes. So Langston Hughes we know అంటే ఇమీడియట్ గా మన కాన్సెప్ట్ గుర్తుకు రావాల్సింది ఏంటి అంటే కలర్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్. The poem which he wrote as I grew older, not only that one, Harlem Renaissance and jazz music, all these things immediately manaku should come in our mind. That's why whenever we talk about a poem, immediately the things surrounding it come to our mind. So the poem is related to jazz music, and the Harlem Renaissance in 1925 was very, very famous. So that's why these words come in there. But how come it is related to us? Manako question vastundi. Sometimes we question, idi manakem sambandham, what is the relationship we have with these things? Yes. In the world, certain things happen and they will give energy, or they will also encourage you, they will also inspire you to change your mental abilities, your attitudes. You can also think over things because they have lot of sense in them. Many Harlem Renaissance writers were deeply concerned with racial pride. See, Harlem Renaissance lo ఉన్నటువంటి writers were deeply concerned, దాని గురించి ఆలోచన చేశారు, with racial prides. Racial prides ఏంటి? కలర్ మీద గర్వాలు ఎందుకు? ప్రైడ్ అంటే గర్వం. Why should people have pride over their races? నల్ల జాతీయులం, తెల్ల జాతీయులం, లేదా రిచ్ వాళ్ళం, పూర్ వాళ్ళం, ఆర్ లేదా ఈ కాస్ట్ వాళ్ళం, ఆ కాస్ట్ వాళ్ళం అని so many prides people do have. Intellectual, social and artistic explosion. ఇది ఏంటి? హర్లెం రెనైజాన్స్ ఆ రైటర్స్ దేని మీద ఫోకస్ చేశారు? ఇంటలెక్చువల్ మీన్స్ డీప్ ఆలోచనలు, డీప్ తెలివితేటలు. సోషల్ అండ్ ఆర్టిస్టిక్ ఎక్స్ప్లోజన్. Harlem Renaissance talks about intellectual, social and artistic explosion. At that time in 1925, there were some great writers who reflected on all these things, like intellectual, social, and artistic explosion has taken place at that time. So he is our Langston Hughes also belongs to that time, that area, that particular time. Harlem District, Manhattan, New York State. Harlem District, Harlem Renaissance కూడా Harlem District, మ్యాన్హట్టన్ అనే ఒక పెద్ద సిటీ. ఆ సిటీ ప్రక్కన న్యూయార్క్ స్టేట్లో మ్యాన్హట్టన్ ఉంది. మ్యాన్హట్టన్లో ఒక డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ నేమ్ ఈస్ Harlem District. This particular event has taken place there. Okay, considered to be the rebirth of the American arts. Harlem Renaissance అంటే అమెరికా యొక్క కళలు పునర్జన్మ సాధించినట్టుగా దే థింక్. కన్సిడర్ టు బి ది rebirth of American arts. Which one? Harlem Renaissance. When did it happen? It happened in 1925. Jazz music also in the same decade, it was also very, very famous. So considered to be the rebirth of American arts. Art here is the there are so many arts: reading, writing, dancing, playing, music. So all the arts flourished at that particular decade, at that particular first quarter century of 20th century has this Harlem Renaissance effect. Right, now about the author. Inka itanu gurinchi we should know certain things. For that matter, about all authors we should have some knowledge. Kani, what are we doing? Are we really doing? Are we really working for the authors? Or are we working for ourselves? మనం ఏమైనా చేస్తున్నామా చూసుకోండి. Now you are going into your final years. Be careful, be ready to receive many things. The future is very challenging and you are going to face interviews and communication skills are being checked. Group discussions will be there in for you people in future. So are you getting updated with the technology? Technology is also playing important role these days. So this and that anedi kaadu, all the things are to be updated. You should learn, actually first of all you should learn what you like. You should read what you like. Improve your standards reading that particular literature or subject, whatever you like. You do have, along with your languages, some other subjects. ఏదైనా తెలిస్తే you should go into deep, should have deeper knowledge about that subject. Then you will grow in your stature, in your caliber, and you will improvise, you will understand many things. Either color discrimination, jazz music and Harlem Renaissance మాట్లాడడం, దీని గురించి ఎక్కడైనా దొరికితే చదివేయడం. You should to continue to read. And who was this Langston Hughes? Was born in 1902, lived up to 1967. Leading writer and thinker of the Harlem Renaissance. Harlem Renaissance గురించి బాగా ఆలోచన చేసిన వాడు, one of the greatest writers of that Harlem Renaissance. It is the African American artistic movement. Only కళలకు మాత్రం సంబంధించిన movement, ఉద్యమం. Okay. So it is African American artistic movement of the 1920s that celebrated African American life and culture. Or life మరియు కల్చర్ గురించి ఇక్కడ ఈ హర్లెం రెనైజెన్స్ లో బాగా మాట్లాడారు. He started writing at a young age, rose to fame with his poetry collections, The Weary Blues in 1926, and Fine Clothes to the Jews, 1927 లో another book of poems. The Weary Blues, Fine Clothes to the Jews, another book in 1927. An early inventor of jazz poetry, jazz music and jazz poetry ni కనిపెట్టిన వాడు లాంగ్స్టన్ హ్యూగ్స్. అందులో డీప్గా వెళ్ళి దాని గురించి ఆలోచన చేస్తే యూ విల్ గెట్ మచ్ నాలెడ్జ్. There is lot of sense over there, but do we have the patience to enter in? Do we have the ability to go and search that one? That all depends. Adanta manapై ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది. Hughes condemned racism. This is what we talked in the beginning: racism, color discrimination, apartheid. Now this writer Langston Hughes condemned racism. He blamed racism. He did not like racism, promoted equality. See what he did in his lifetime. Why should we read that particular writer or author? Because he has condemned racism. He negated it. He did not like it. He liked, or he promoted, he wanted everything to be equal. He promoted equality. So no black, no white, no brown. Everyone is equal. Everything is to be given to everyone. Like that, he promoted his ideas. That is why even though he is not our country's writer, even though he is from Afro-American background, some African people particularly, you should relate things from one continent to another continent, or one country to other country, so that you can understand great things. Contemporarily, many issues are taking place across the world, across the globe. Ilanti vishayaలను we have to think. Okay, sorry, we are only not living in this world. There are many other species also living along with human beings. Other creatures are also living. Not only that, in the human being sector itself, there are many areas to be counted, areas to be thought about. In our country itself, there are 28 states and 9 union territories are there, with so much of population, so many cultures, and so many castes, and so many regions, religions. Ours is, we talk many times, unity in diversity. Among all these many cultures, many regions, many religions, many locations, we do have one unity. That is why India is one. We talk many times. So Zaw's poetry and Harlem Renaissance, Langston Hughes condemned racism. Langston Hughes promoted equality. So celebrated African American life. He studied, he was from those countries, Africa, that continent, and also directly or indirectly related to American continent also. So celebrated African American life, culture, spirituality through his poetry, novels, plays, and essays. మనం ఒక్క నావెల్ చదవడానికి how many days do we take? Have you ever read a poem deeply? Have you understood anything? Have you ever thought ఎలా చదవాలి పద్యాన్ని, ఎలా లోతుగా అర్థం చేసుకున్నాం? ఎప్పుడైనా లోతుగా వెళ్ళామా? Has anything happened with us? Very interesting questions. ఇప్పుడు now it is time for you people to think. ఇంకా ఫైనల్ ఇయర్కి వస్తున్నారు, then you are going to become the independent citizens of India, and you are going to become the role models to your youngsters, your juniors. What do you know? What do you understand? Poetry, novels. Have you read any novel in English, in your mother tongue, or in any tongue? Have you studied plays? Play is nothing but drama. Or have you read any great essay of any writer, any author? So what have you understood with regarding all these things? If we know any one of the writers from our culture or from our area, from our language deeply, then definitely we can also think about other writers. We need that sense and knowledge. As I grew older, this particular poem is ours. As I grew older, simple. ఈ పోయాన్ని ఇలాగే చెప్పేసేయాలి, ఇది ఇట్లాగే గుర్తుండిపోవాలంటే there is no magic, there is no mantra. So you need to think relations ఉంటాయి. Then only you can remember. Langston Hughes. As I grew older was first published in 1925. Okay, 1925. As I grew older was published. Who is the writer? Langston Hughes. It was included in Langston Hughes' first collection of poems, the Weary Blues. The Weary Blues. And first collection of poems parenti, the Weary Blues, published a year later in 1926. The poem is about dreams in life, the hardships one has to endure, and the strong will one needs to have in order to achieve goals and realize dreams. See, this is the theme of the poem, actually, what it talks about, what it tells to us. The poem is about dreams in life, the hardships. జీవితంలో వచ్చే కష్టాలు, జీవితంలో వచ్చే అద్భుతమైనటువంటి ఆలోచనలు, డ్రీమ్స్, కలలు. కష్టాలు వస్తే సహించాలి, ఆనందాలు వస్తే పంచుకోవాలి, or you should endure and share good things and bad things. And the strong will one needs to have in order to achieve goals and realize dreams. Dreams, what the former president of our country, or the people's president of our country, APJ Abdul Kalam, used to speak. You dream. Okay, and work for those dreams, and that work will make you achieve your goals and targets, he used to tell. Dreams are not those that come in the sleep. Dreams are those that do not allow you to sleep అనేవారు. Do not allow you to sleep. కలలు కనడం, నిద్రలో కలలు వచ్చి కలలు కనడం కాదు, నిద్రనే లేకుండా చేసి నీ గోల్ను నిన్ను అచీవ్ చేసేటటువంటిది అయితే you can call it as dream. All the time you dream, then you work for it, then you will achieve. Okay, so all the great people have done it. Great people have walked in the same way. That's why you too have to walk in the same way. These are the suggestions we get from the great people's lives. This poem talks about dreams, and when you face hardships, you need to have endurance and strong willpower one should show when you are facing the hardships. Dreams do provide a source of inspiration. Put effort to transfer dreams into reality. Dreams do provide కలలనేటి సదావకాశాలను మనని ఎంతో ఉచ్ఛేదపరచడానికి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. దానికోసం what we have to do, we have to put efforts to transform, వాటిని మనము మార్చుకొని డ్రీమ్స్ ఇంటూ రియాలిటీ, కళ నిజమైన వేళ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే you should put lot of efforts to transform dreams into reality. Put efforts to transform dreams into reality. కలే కాకుండా కళ నిజమైన రోజుగా మారాలి అంటే we should put efforts. Okay, now very simply we talk about the poem. This is the poem. It was a long time ago, I have almost forgotten my dream. Right? The writer says, it was long time ago, I have almost forgotten my dream, but it was there then in front of me, bright like a sun. It was a long time ago, చాలా రోజుల ముందు, I have almost forgotten my dream, but it was there then in front of me, bright like a sun. He's going back, he's talking seriously about a long time ago. He had a dream that was like a bright sun. See, he has not compared this or that, he has compared the sun, bright sun. సన్ ఎంత బ్రైట్గా, సన్ ఎంత విశాలంగా ఉంటాడో అంత డ్రీమ్ విశాలంగా ఉండేదట. మై డ్రీమ్ అండ్ దెన్ ద వాల్ rose slowly between me and my dream. So in one way he says my dream was very, very wonderful, very big, very large, and very, very bright like the sun. But then suddenly something happened. There came a wall. There came a wall in between the dream, my dream, and me. My soul, my spirit, everything was cherishing for my great dream. But there arose a wall in between my dream and my reality. Okay, so I wanted to make my dream real, but something happened. That wall which came between my dream and my reality rose slowly between me and my dream. Me is reality. I want to make things in real sense. And I was in the right path. I was going to achieve my dream. I was putting my efforts. I want to put efforts to transform dreams into reality. Yes, I was putting my efforts, but something happened. Wall వచ్చేసింది. ఏం వాల్ అది? ఇద్దరి మధ్యలో ఎక్కడి వాల్ వచ్చింది? Rose until it touched the sky. ఎంత పెద్దగా వచ్చేసింది ఆ వాల్ between me and my dream. Me and my dream wall ఎక్కడ వరకు టచ్ అయింది? Up to it reached up to the sky. The wall, shadow. I am black. I lie down in the shadow. The wall is color discrimination. I am black. I am black. So I am black. I lie down in the shadow. So actually, as a boy, he was moving very freely, very, very easily. He was doing his own things in a simpler way. But suddenly, you are black, you can't do this, you have to study in that school, or you cannot do this thing here. So this kind of wall, black and white wall, color discrimination and a wall వచ్చేసింది. It has gone up to the sky, very big. నా డ్రీమ్ కంటే చాలా పెద్దగా అయిపోయింది. I lie down in the shadow. షాడోలోనే ఉండిపోయాను. No longer the light of my dream before me. So that has gone. I had a great dream, but the objection came in between, the wall came in between, and it stopped. Long time ago, there was a dream. Now it is not there, and I have left it. Above me, only the thick wall, only the shadow. No reality, only shadow. I am living in the shadow. Shadow means neither, not reality. Reality is different. Reality will be there in the blood and flesh. Human being will be there in the blood and flesh and bones. But shadow is nothing. In shadow you find nothing. So wall and shadow. So dream ki ఏమడ్డం వచ్చేసింది? ఒక అవరోధం వచ్చేసింది. Big అవరోధం. My hands, my dark hands break through the wall, find my dream. See, he is very strongly talking. So my hands, my dark hands break through the wall, find my dream. నేను నా హ్యాండ్స్ తో, డార్క్ హ్యాండ్స్ తో, I am black. Is very clearly mentioning. Who? Tungsten hue. నేను నల్లజాతీయుని. So with my hands, can I break through the wall, find my dream? Help me to shatter this darkness, to smash this night, to break this shadow into 1,000 lights of sun, into 1,000 whirling dreams of sun. So my hands, they are black. They are helping me to break this and to shatter the darkness, ఆ darkness ని సమాధి చేసేసి, to smash this night, break the darkness, break the shadow into 1,000 lights of sun, not one sun, 1,000 lights of sun, like that, into 1,000 willing dreams of sun. Not one dream, but it should be very, very big dream. So in this way, in the short poem, as I grew older, so man will not be in the man position in the beginning. He will be taking his birth as a child, so he will be growing slowly from zero. He has to reach to the heights. So small kids from their very young ages have their different things, dreams, attitudes, aptitudes, many things they possess, and they, if they get the right direction, right guidance, right facilitators, they will reach up to the great heights. People become Langston Hughes if they have great dreams, and if they struggle, if they put efforts, definitely all of you can also achieve great things. ఇప్పుడు చీకటిగా ఉండొచ్చు, రేపు బ్రైట్నెస్ కావచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు బ్రైట్నెస్ ఉన్నది, రేపు డార్క్ కావచ్చు. సో డోంట్ వరీ if you do not have many things with you now, but as you are young, think that we can also become something great ani. So like Langston Hughes, you try and dream big and you do wonders. Okay, we will try and stop here. Tomorrow we do Ambedkar's what is that lesson, the grammar of anarchy. Okay, we'll stop here today. This is the poem. Learn, learn, read, read, read.